Dear students, this is chapter 6, Compound Interest and Present Value. The question is, Ibrahim deposited 18,000 Oman Riyal in a savings account at 12 percentage interest compounded quarterly. At the beginning of year 4, Ibrahim deposit an additional 80,000 Oman Riyal at 12 percentage interest compounded quarterly. Then what is the balance in Ibrahim's account after 6 years? Look on the question once more. Ibrahim deposited 18,000 Oman Riyal at 12 percentage interest compounded quarterly. That means the first investment, first deposit is 18,000 Oman Riyal. So the principal amount P1, the first principal amount. So we are putting P1. P1 equal 18,000 Oman Riyal. And moreover, this 18,000 Oman Riyal is deposited in the account for all 6 years. That means 18,000 Oman Riyal will be deposited for 6 years. So I mention here for 6 years. Then the percentage of interest or rate of interest are equal 12 percentage. Then compounded quarterly. Compounded quarterly means 4 times in a year. That means K equal 4. Again, at the beginning of year 4, that means in the starting of 4th year, Ibrahim deposited an additional amount. That means Ibrahim again deposited 80,000 Oman Riyal. So the second investment, that means the second principal amount, that means P2 equal 80,000 Oman Riyal. This 80,000 Oman Riyal, that means the second principal for year 4, year 5 and year 6. The second principal amount invested at the beginning of year 4. So it will be deposited for 4th year, 5th year and 6th year. That means this amount will be for 3 years. Now we have to find what is the total amount in Ibrahim's account after 6 years. We know the rule. That means the total amount A equal P into 1 plus R by K into 100 whole power N into K. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, K is the number of times, N is the number of years. In this question, we have two principal, P1 first principal and P2 second principal. So, we have to find the total amount for the first principal, that is for 6 years, and the total amount for second principal, that is for 3 years. Adding these two amounts, we will get the total amount. So, amount A equal for the first principal, that is 18,000 into 1 plus R 12 by K 4 into 100 power. The first principal for 6 years. So n equals 6 into K plus total amount for second principal. That means 80,000 into 1 plus R by, that is R equal 12 by K equal 4 into 100 power n number of years. The second principle for 3 years. So n equal 3 into k equal 4. So this is the total amount from the first principle, and this is the total amount from the second principle. So adding these two total amounts, we will get the total amount after 6 years. So here we calculate the total amount by adding the total amounts obtained from the first principle and the amount obtained from the second principle. So we understand that adding these two using calculator, we get 1,50,651.16 Oman Riyal.